introduce articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem.
Yeah, why? Yeah, that's the question. Like, you know, like, are you guys here for because ICE told you to come, or you here because the state told you to come? And if you are, yeah, other people. Yeah, but that's all. Maintain security. Right. So, in order to do that, we need you to have you on the other side. Okay. So, can we get over? Can we get over there? Yeah. Okay. Your name is you said you were the supervisor on this side. Yes.
You are required to.
Where are you safe?
Look, sir, you're gonna do this the easy way, or are we gonna take you in?
You cannot take me in.
Yes,
I'm
I
in
can.
my private.
Yes, I can.
Do
you have documentation?
I do have my documentation.
Can you present it to me?
Why
please?
are you asking me for my paperwork?
Because of your accent.
I still? You have an accent too.
Where were you born, sir?
Where were you born at?
Put your hands behind your back.
Shit. What we need for y'all to do is bring back the Chicano movement. That's what we need. More of this, okay? I never hear y'all bringing this up. I never hear about the brown beret. Like the people who were inspired by the Black Panthers and they ended up working side by side. When people talk about unity, that's what they mean. When you build organizations within your own community to clean house, to get things organized, and then you come together with other people, like, why are you trying to... I'm not sure if you're being funny or just saying that it's peculiar for an ICE agent to be Latino. And then since that's odd, that you might as well join the Black Panther movement, either way it goes, leave black people alone. Like, we need this. Like, mama was not playing. We need this. We don't need you to dress up in all black. Because next thing you know, Karen, Susie, and whoever else, Ashley, are going to start dressing and mocking the Black Panthers. But also, need I say, the Black Panther movement was not for you. Wasn't.
What you just saw was a federal immigration agent pushing an unidentified protester into oncoming traffic after appearing to block their vehicle.
They just fired off a tear gas canister.
And here, another violent clash between Border Patrol agents and an anti-ICE protester who appeared to swat an agent's hand away while recording an immigration enforcement operation. These moves coming on the heels of an explosive week for ICE. Their aggressive tactics only seem to be escalating. Last week, tensions between ICE and protesters erupted when a woman in Minneapolis was shot and killed by an ICE agent. DHS officials claimed the shooting was self-defense. Despite the nationwide scrutiny, ICE doesn't appear to be slowing down, raising questions by some police use of force experts whether the tactics of agents in handling both suspects and activists are inflaming an already volatile situation.
If they conduct violent activities against law enforcement, if they impede our operations, that's a crime, and we will hold them accountable to those consequences.
Social media has been flooded with an onslaught of videos showcasing the rising tensions between ICE and protesters in Minneapolis. The killing of Renee Good wasn't the start of these aggressive tactics. It was more of a tipping point. In August of 2025, Oregon state officials released a video of two federal officers slamming a protester to the ground outside an ICE facility. DHS says it was a targeted arrest of a dangerous rioter who had previously assaulted law enforcement. In September, officers shot pepper balls from the rooftop of an ICE facility down at a protest in Illinois, hitting a pastor. DHS released a statement saying that the agitators ignored verbal warnings and were impeding operations by blocking an ICE vehicle from leaving the facility, a claim the pastor...
Agent ever run up on me, I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you're about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, come around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take places where there are a lot of immigrants at. I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are going to legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher. You meet them with equal force. All power to the people.
No power to the pig. No, we're out here in Sacramento, California at the corner of Howe and Arden from 12 to 2. ICE was at a middle school this last week for multiple hours in the morning. I know because I was there. They were hanging out in front of that middle school. They've been at the local hospitals. And hey, that's why we're out here on every street corner, is because ICE is in our neighborhoods. It is worth keeping in mind that the United States President, Donald Trump, is personally invested in for-profit detention. Donald Trump makes a percentage on every single family, every kid that goes through the gates of our local ICE facility here in Sacramento. That is corruption writ large, and it is not okay. So that's why I'm out here. Hey, that's why I'm out here saying, ICE, go home. ICE, split. I quit your job. Go back to your family. Stop splitting up families.
So if you don't know, the Black Panthers are a community/organization that is here to protect and stop ICE from not just Minnesota, but their areas in general. Like, they're literally training to fight against ICE. And holy shit, can we get a round of applause? Like, this is what I'm saying. The revolution is starting, baby. This is what I'm saying. This is what we needed. And like, this is what, like, bro, Minnesota doesn't want y'all there. Half these states don't want y'all here. And then y'all persist and persist and persist. And for what? I mean, it is so weird that ICE is still here. And that people are still supporting ICE after everything coming out. And the fact is, there are people attacking the Black Panther community/organization and calling them, you know, hypocrites, saying like, oh, why are you allowing illegal immigrants to stay in our country? They're gonna take our jobs, so on and so forth. Just, you know, the usual rage bait, okay? Just the usual rage bait. And I love seeing a community stand forth and fight against what's right. Like, they're actually fighting against what's right, what they believe is right. And that's just beautiful, okay? Now, there is gonna be news articles and people coming out and saying like, oh, these guys are terrorists, so on and so forth. But, I mean, ICE are also terrorists, if we're gonna put it in that perspective. ICE agents are domestic terrorists, if we're gonna put it in that perspective. But, you know, that's just, I'm not saying anything, but all satire. But besides that, what do y'all think?
What the hell are you doing with them? You can't put hands on people like that.
Stand back, sir. Federal operation.
I'm NYPD, badge right here. I'm an officer of the law, too. What you're doing is illegal.
Hey, listen, check this out. You know, me and the comrades out here in Northeast Philly, you know why we here? Because we was told ICE was hopping on people over here, over at the Brazilian bakery and over here in the neighborhoods. Now, yeah, we came out here and we see like them Sprinter vans parked and all these blacked out vehicles parked, but it's like maybe they in their hotels getting some sleep or something, or maybe they knew that the Black Panther Party was coming, you know? Like I said before, and like I said again, and like Huey Newton said back in the day, the Black Panther Party is an internationalist group. So we stand with all oppressed people, no matter what your ethnic background is, no matter what your cultural background is. We stand with all oppressed people. So a war on the immigrants of the United States of America is a war on everybody in America. It ain't just a war on people who just came here, or even people who've been here for a while and couldn't get their green card for whatever reason. See, they couldn't get their green card for the last 20, 30 years, but you've been enjoying their food, though. You've been enjoying taking your car to them instead of taking it to the Midas or something, because it's gonna be cheaper though, right? But now they out here getting chased around and killed, and you won't do nothing about it. Hey, dig this, ICE ain't just coming after us. They just killed an unarmed black man in LA. But you sitting up here acting like, oh, that's not our fight. Be real. All power to the people.
We don't know what happened over here with the Black Panther movement. We're just here to support the cause, you know, civil rights organization. fighting against racism, white supremacy, and police brutality. We fight for all oppressed people.
Over the past few days, I've been seeing multiple videos of people talking about the Black Panther Party, who it represents, who can join the Black Panther Party, is Paul Birdsong a plant, etc., bro. And like, bro, people have really got to take a deep breath and stop taking shit and running with it, bro. Like, let's use logic here, y'all. Like, we got a chance to actually do something great, and people out here playing and shit. Everybody know the Black Panther Party was created for black people, by black people, and will always put black people first and foremost. That is a non-negotiable, bro. Anybody that says otherwise is fucking lying to you, bro. Anybody that claims that they're walking the footsteps of the Black Panther Party, represent them in their ideologies in any form or facet, and don't put black people first and foremost, it's a scam. You shouldn't even give them your time and attention. I know it's something that's near and dear to the heart of our community, but we got other shit to focus on instead of these clowns that's trying to act like they're the Black Panther Party, and they not, when they don't even care about black people first. Everybody also understands the Rainbow Coalition was formed because we all understand that all struggles are connected. If you are a non-black person and you are interested in working with the Black Panther Party, find a organization that is part of the Rainbow Coalition that represents you and join that shit. Let's stop overcomplicating it. All these white people that's talking about, can I join the Black Panther Party? Go join the Weathermen. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Don't be part of our organization. Be part of the organization that represents you. That's the beauty of the Rainbow Coalition. Like, what the fuck is so complicated about that? Also, when it come to Paul Birdsong, everybody's saying he a plant or not, and he didn't come out into all this Renee Good shit. Hey, so far it seemed like he doing what he got to do. He representing the Panther Party to his best ability. Whether he worked with the original Panther Party or not, I don't fucking know. And if you don't want to, take him seriously or help his initiative because of that, that's your prerogative, bro. Everybody got a different path to, our freedom. As long as we don't get into each other's way, I don't see what the problem is. If he end up being a plant in the long run, then, as a community, we'll deal with that. You know what I mean? But for now, all we do is watch and wait. And if you want to help him and you believe in his cause, join in. It's just that simple, bro. My personal opinion is that people need to stop trying to revive and breathe life back into the Panther Party. Like, it had its time. There are still members out here doing what they got to do. Let them do that. I'm not saying let the Panther Party, the idea of it, die, but like, people need to be focused on creating a new and fresh organization for a new generation. Then we wouldn't have all this fucking confusion, bro. But that's just me.
General Mike Payne, national leader of the original Black Panther Party here. We have received many emails from people asking what is our official stance on the ICE situation. I need you all to listen and understand what I'm telling you. We, the original Black Panther Party, in good conscience cannot risk life and limb of our people for groups of people who have not risked life and limb for us. Just because we have a common enemy, that does not equate to us having a common problem. If this was so, now listen to me. If we had a common problem and enemy, where were the immigrants or even the black immigrants as a whole when Breonna Taylor, Tyree Nichols, Trayvon Martin, Rollin Hill, Ahmaud Arbery, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, where were you at when our people are murdered in the streets, slaughtered in cold blood by an agency that now hunts you? But now that injustice has touched your door, we have something in common. The black agenda must come first. We are still working on in-house unification. We cannot afford to divide our ranks to help individuals who have not been reciprocatory. Black citizens, we are not the target. Sure, like anything else, a few black citizens get stopped, hassled, and ID'd. That's been happening to us for 400 plus years. The difference now is we aren't who they're looking for. We don't mean this in a harsh way to any community that migrated here and are targets of ICE. But legal or illegally, this has been our experience since our shackled feet touched the Virginia soil. Welcome to America.
The Black Panther Party went out of their way to protect black people during a time where we needed the Black Panther Party when it was created. But in 2026, this is why black people can't stick together. Because in 2026, guess what he's talking about? He's not talking about Tamir Rice. He's not talking about what's happening in Chicago. Hell, there's a case going on right now in Gainesville, Florida, where a woman killed her her baby. He's not talking about helping with mental health because we have a mental health issue. What is he talking about? What is he trying to help?
Not sure.
This is why we can't never get ahead.
The Black Panthers built arguably the most effective grassroots mutual aid programs in American urban history. They did that. That happened. Free breakfast for children, free medical clinics, free legal advice, free pest control in housing projects where the slumlords let rats run rampant, free transportation for the elderly, visiting incarcerated family members, programs that worked so well that the federal government had to copy their breakfast program and turn it into a federal school breakfast program just because the Black Panthers had proven the demand and how to do it, how to meet that demand. You understand me? The FBI's own internal documents, which we now have access to because they've been declassified or because of the Freedom of Information Act, they describe that the Panthers' breakfast program was the single greatest internal threat to the United States government.
Let's talk about the only Asian member of the Black Panther Party, Richard Aoki. So while many people believe that the Black Panther was only a black organization, that's not completely true. Even though Huey P. Newton wanted the Black Panthers to be a black-led organization, there were other races that were a part of the Black Panthers. Newton encouraged white people who wanted to be a part of the movement to start their own organization, which led to the White Panther Party. While I say that Richard Aoki is the only Asian American, he's mostly known as that because there's not an actual roster of who joined the Black Panther Party, so we don't really know if there were other Asians, but he's definitely the most famous and the most influential. So Richard Aoki was a Japanese American who was born in 1938 in California. He spent a good amount of his time in a Japanese internment camp during World War II. He grew up in Oakland, California, in black neighborhoods, and attended Merritt College, where he met Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale, the founders of the Black Panther Party. He became really involved in the party mostly because he provided so many firearms to the Black Panther Party and gave them so much training. He was eventually given the rank of Field Marshal, which was the highest rank, not of a leadership position in the party. So the reason why he is so important is because after his death, the FBI released documents that said that he actually was an FBI informant. His informant file was 221 pages and actually displayed that he worked with the FBI for over 16 years to give information about the Black Panthers. Though there is papers that prove that he was an informant, a lot of people debate this, saying that he helped the Black Panthers so much that they couldn't really believe that he would be giving so much information to the FBI. He is an important figure because he did provide so much of the firearms and training to the Black Panther Party and did so much for the liberation struggle. But at the same time, a lot of people feel that he undermined that by working with the FBI. And the debate comes in about letting people from outside of the black community come into black struggles and black movements, black liberation movements, stating facts such as even though he grew up in California in black neighborhoods, he was never a black American. And truthfully, to this day, we really don't know where his allegiance lied.
Thank you for staying tuned, and thank you for always being here all the time. And you can see in the video that is circulating online that has gone viral on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can see the Black Panther that was created by some black group of people after the ICE operation started and now return to make move against the ICE from being terrorizing the people and from being intimidating the people of the United States of America. Now, these ICE were created long before Trump, but they got into action while Trump announced the mass deportation that's going to happen across the United States of America. And now the Black Panthers are the one fighting for people right now, that these people does not have right to kidnap people in the broad daylight and take them to shelter house before being deported. They said after due process, these people does not even look into people credibility and their status before operating. They attack people of skin color, and that is why this video is going viral and is circulating online. And as they are operating, the Black Panther just returned all of a sudden, and the eyes went into silent mode. They disappeared within the blink of an eye. Is this a sign? And do you think the Black Panther are the one fighting against these people in the right way? Drop your thoughts in the comment section and let's keep commenting respectfully. Do also like and give us thumb likes and share this video with family and friends that need to see how this Black Panther are fighting the intimidation of ICE across the United States of America. Thank you. See you in the next.